Hi guys, so you just read about density, so hopefully you have an idea that it's basically the thickness of things. We're going to do a little experiment to kind of test the density of different things. Will it sink? Will it float? And there's a way to know based on the density of water. If something is more dense than water, it's going to sink. If it's less dense, it's going to float. You can do this at home. What do you need? A little bit of water, which everyone should have, some vegetable oil, which probably everyone has, and corn syrup. This one, maybe not everyone's has, but you can find it in the store, or you can just watch. So what I'm going to do is put in about 1/3 of each. You can do a measuring cup if you want. Then I'm going to put in some food coloring. This is just so that we have no wet is white. You don't really have to do this, okay? Afterwards, I'm going to put in some corn syrup, and we're going to look to see what happens. Does it mix or not? So I'm going to put in a little bit of corn syrup. Does it stay at the top? Does it go to the bottom? Okay, so if I look here, look at what happened. You can tell where the water is based on the color. It's red. The corn syrup is not. I hope you can see the corn syrup went straight to the bottom. Do you see the difference? Okay. Now we're going to put our oil on top. So we're going to do this very carefully so it's not hitting too hard. It's making a bunch of bubbles. And we're going to observe again, okay? You can see all the oils at the top. You can see the little bubbles, okay? So I have my 3 things. Now I'm ready to test. Is it going to float or is it going to sink? So we're going to start with a wood chip. In your notebooks, I want you to write wood chip and float or sink. You can make 2 columns, okay? So we're going to decide, is it going to float or sink? So I'm going to put it in carefully. And we're going to observe. Did the wood chip float or did it sink? Okay? If it sinks, that means it's more dense than water. Okay? Remember, water's density is 1 grain. Okay? We're going to go with something else, a marble. Yes, we're going to ruin this marble by putting it in here. But we're going to see. And I heard a little splash. If you look, you can see the marble at the very bottom.
Down further.
So the marble actually sunk.
No.
That should tell us that the marble is a little bit more than dense. Okay, what do you think is going to happen with the marshmallow?
It's going to float. It's going to float.
And you can try a marshmallow or any type of food, a piece of cereal, anything that you would like. Okay, so I'm going to put it in. Did it sink or did it float? It floated, so it's very lightweight. So we can almost make a conclusion, a dice. Plop, it went straight to the bottom. What's our conclusion? If a material is light, it's going to float because it's less dense than water. If it's heavy, it's going to sink because it's more dense than water. So feel free to try this at home with different objects, make guesses, and have fun.